Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Episode 2 video. Big Captain America reveal from the comics, a lot of Doctor Strange crossover, and like a big reveal for Ghost Rider's character. So just careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet. Because there's so much stuff happening today, this is going to be a little bit different, but there's just like a couple really big things in this episode. So they revealed who the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. is. It's Jeffrey, as in Jeffrey Mace, but they've done a bit of a twist with his character from the comics. So Jeffrey Mace was the Patriot in the classic Captain America comics. He eventually went on to wear the mantle of Captain America. So Captain America effectively is the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D. They name drop Cap in the episode. Like he said, the reason they chose me is because we needed a powered person who the public could trust, and Captain America is on the outs. He's still a fugitive as of the end of Civil War. But the twist is that, like Captain America, super soldier serum, super strong, powered person. So Jeffrey Mace on the TV show says, I prefer the term inhuman, and then just totally soaks all of May's damage. It just like tries to bash him, and it doesn't even faze him. So the idea is that he kind of has a version of the super soldier serum in him. He's super strong. He kind of has a Luke Cage thing going on. Only the explanation is that he's an inhuman, which is not the case in the comics, so it's a bit of a twist. So in modern continuity, Steve Rogers is the only person who's ever worn the mantle of Captain America. Maybe somebody else in the future of the Marvel movies will pick up the mantle, but if that does happen, it will only happen in the movies. They probably won't address that on the TV show, other than, I feel like them teasing Jeffrey Mace, potential Captain America from the comics, they'll let him wield Captain America's shield on the TV show. They don't give you a tease like that. The fact that he is a super soldier and a good person without letting him throw down sometime during the season. So, you guys can let me know in the comments, but don't you feel like after that reveal, they're going to give him some moment in a future episode or maybe the second half of the season where he just beats the shit out of some criminals? They mention Agent Carter when Coulson was taking the government people on the tour, so I feel like that's just more eye-winking at Patriot, the Jeffrey Mace character from the comics, because that's kind of the era that he came from. But we're really hoping that they let him wield Captain America's shield, even though, he's probably not going to wear a special costume. He'll probably just dress like the other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. But the Ghost Rider stuff, so we learn more about the actual spirits on the TV show. That Ghost Rider, he sent one back to hell. So you actually see that ability for the first time. He's able to neutralize the spirits in a way that the other people aren't. And they examine the containment device. It looks a little bit like it's mystical tech, but the explanation so far has been scientific. And it looks like they were trying to harness energy from another dimension, a la Agent Carter Season 2. If you didn't see Agent Carter Season 2, which you probably didn't because the show got canceled because nobody was watching it, they dealt with the idea of the dark dimension, dark matter, which is Doctor Strange Dormammu. So in the Doctor Strange trailer that I just posted, they talk about harnessing energy, like there's literally energy from other dimensions that they use to weave their magic. So it sounds like scientists on Agent Carter and now on Ghost Rider Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have been trying to use that to gain power, like personal power. They even mention a book, so there's probably a book of magic that will be revealed on the TV show, and it went wrong, causing them to be out of phase with this dimension. But they sound pretty evil, and as Ghost Rider sends one back to hell, he only protects the innocent. These people are not innocent. But when he tells Daisy that he's the thing that connects them all, what I think they're going to reveal, and this will be a little bit of a twist from Robbie Reyes in the comics, is that the spirit of vengeance that he is bound to is his uncle, and his uncle is the one that's responsible for what happened to these people. So his uncle will be tied to this facility because he seemed really extra interested in what was going on, beyond the idea that they're just terrible people. Like when Daisy mentioned the name of the facility, his ears perked up big time. So I'm guessing when he sold his soul, the person that he sold it to was his uncle, and he was responsible for all this. So it's a bit of a change from the comic book origin story, it's not involved with any of this stuff. But really the big reveal here is that the ghosts have a plan, the spirits have a plan. There's a book of magic involved, and this version of Ghost Rider's origin story is tied to that. So there are a lot of great moments. I like the direction that it's going. There were a couple moments where it slowed down during the episode, but you have to remember this is like a 22 episode season. So I'll be interested to see if they resolve this spirit plot the first half of the season and then move on to something even bigger in the second half, usually that's what happens. Like the first part of the season, they have a really big arc to get you pumped up. They resolve it relatively quickly, like the mid-season finale. But in doing so, that kicks off something even bigger. Like there's some big twist and another spirit of vengeance rises up and it becomes more about that. Like we've only just started learning about this version of Ghost Rider, so I feel like as we learn more about the spirits, their plan, this mysterious book of magic that they're trying to use, we'll learn more about Ghost Rider's character. So let me know, what was your favorite moment from the episode? Was it like the Ghost Rider using his powers, seeing him burn a soul, send it to hell? Or learning about the Captain America, director of S.H.I.E.L.D.? The other really cool thing, and I'm really happy they're doing this, is that they made May go crazy. I feel like she's going to have so much more fun now because her big thing up to this point is in not showing emotion, and now she's like off the deep end. She's just flying apart at the seams. So I feel like, one, it's going to be fun for us to see her go crazy on everyone. Two, it's probably even more fun for Ming-Na, the actress, to play this. They kind of do that every year with some of the Flash characters, like Tom Cavanaugh comes back every year on The Flash as a different version of his character, so he has a different personality, gets to play him in a different way. It's just way more fun for the actors, and it's kind of fun for the audience too. So the next episode is called Uprising, as in Inhuman Uprising. There are people that are trying to stop Inhuman registration, so we're still feeling the blowback from the Sokovia Accords. They've mentioned those at least 4 or 5 times in the last 2 episodes. And then they also follow up with what's going on with May. So like at the end of the episode, we see May going crazy in the Quinjet as it's flying away. Fitz and Radcliffe are going to try and help her. I'll be interested to see how they weave that into the life model decoy, because anytime Fitz and Radcliffe are together, I feel like they're going to follow up on the life model decoy storyline. But maybe they'll have May just like completely go apeshit on Ada. The one great crime of the May character is that they didn't make her the Jennifer Walters She-Hulk. But what's going to happen next is they just dropped a giant Arrow trailer with a whole bunch of Season 5 footage. They also teased Supergirl Arrow crossover for like the big Fortnite crossover. And there's a whole bunch of Flash Season 3 stuff. So those videos will post next. So I'll try to get that out as fast as possible. Most of it will post Thursday. There's also some cool Game of Thrones stuff that I'm working on, but I can't really talk about that till it posts. While you guys wait for that stuff to post, you can click here for that Doctor Strange trailer, and you can click here for all my other Ghost Rider videos. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.